Something truly historic is happening right now in Iraq, and it's turning heads across the global financial world. After months of speculation and silence, the Central Bank of Iraq has finally confirmed it. The digital dinar is officially launching. That's right. Iraq has taken its biggest step yet toward a fully digital economy. This isn't a rumor or a small update. It's a major transformation that could redefine how the dinar functions, how money flows within the country, and how investors around the world perceive Iraq's financial future. Stay tuned till the end of this report because we're going to uncover what this launch really means, why it's happening now, and what it could signal for the Iraqi dinar's long-term value. The introduction of the digital dinar isn't just another banking reform, it's a statement of intent. For years, Iraq's economy has relied heavily on cash. Most transactions took place outside formal banking systems, creating room for corruption, counterfeit bills, and currency smuggling. With this move, the CBI is stepping into the future, creating a central bank digital currency, or CBDC, that gives it full oversight and control over every dinar in circulation. This isn't a cryptocurrency, and it has nothing to do with Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's the same national currency, just redesigned for the digital age. And that simple difference changes everything. For ordinary Iraqis, this change means speed, convenience, and safety. Imagine being able to send or receive money instantly from your phone, pay bills within seconds, or transfer funds to family members without waiting days for approval. Salaries, taxes, and business transactions will all move faster and more securely under this system. Every transfer will be recorded on a central ledger managed by the central bank, making fraud and fake currency nearly impossible. For a country that's been fighting financial corruption for decades, this digital step is more than modernization. It's a financial revolution designed to rebuild trust and strengthen stability. Now the big question, why now? Iraq has been preparing for this moment for years. Behind the scenes, the central bank has upgraded its infrastructure, connected to global payment networks like SWIFT, and tightened regulations on foreign transactions. Those reforms built the foundation for today's digital leap. But timing is key. Iraq's economy has become more stable, foreign reserves are at record highs, and technological readiness is finally in place. The CBI chose this moment to act because Iraq is ready to manage its currency digitally and transparently, with far less risk than in the past. Let's make this crystal clear: paper money is not disappearing overnight. For now, both systems will operate side by side. Iraqis will still be able to use traditional cash, but they'll also have the option to convert it into digital dinar through authorized banks and mobile platforms. The central bank will maintain a secure, government-controlled ledger to track all digital balances. Over time, as trust builds, Iraq will gradually move toward a more cash-light society. The benefits are obvious: faster payments, fewer fake notes, and a cleaner, traceable financial network that connects directly with international systems such as Visa and MasterCard. This international link is what makes the announcement so powerful. For years, investors and companies hesitated to do business in Iraq because transactions were slow, complex, and paper-based. The new system solves that. Payments can now move across borders in seconds. A European company can pay an Iraqi supplier digitally. A foreign investor can move funds without worrying about corruption or currency delays. That efficiency builds confidence, and confidence attracts investment. Iraq is not just catching up with the global economy, it's positioning itself to compete in it. Of course, whenever the Central Bank of Iraq makes a major move, one question always comes up: could this lead to a revaluation of the dinar? It's a fair question, but the answer requires perspective. The digital dinar doesn't instantly change the exchange rate. However, it does lay the groundwork for future changes by giving the CBI total visibility and control. Before any country can adjust the value of its currency, it must first stabilize its system, manage inflation precisely, and gain investor trust. The digital framework provides those exact conditions. So while this rollout doesn't mean a revaluation tomorrow, it certainly strengthens Iraq's long-term financial position. Think about it: for years, the CBI has been working to rebuild credibility. It has increased reserves to over $100 billion, cracked down on illegal dollar use, and tightened import and export transactions. Now, with a digital currency, it gains the ability to monitor every dinar in circulation in real time. That's an enormous upgrade in financial control. And once stability becomes the norm, adjusting the exchange rate, or even revaluing, becomes much more practical and sustainable. The path toward a stronger dinar begins with exactly these kinds of reforms. For the average person, this change is about empowerment. A taxi driver in Baghdad will no longer have to carry stacks of cash. A teacher in Basra can receive a salary directly on her phone. A student in Mosul can pay tuition digitally without visiting a bank. These are small examples, but they reflect huge social progress. The system also supports financial inclusion, meaning people in remote or rural areas who've never had a bank account can now participate in the formal economy simply by using a mobile app. That's how nations grow stronger, by giving everyone a fair chance to participate. Still, change never comes without challenges. Many Iraqis feel more comfortable with physical money. It's tangible. They can hold it. Convincing them to trust digital payments will take education and patience. The CBI knows this and plans to roll out nationwide awareness programs explaining how to use the digital dinar safely. Cybersecurity is another priority. Going digital means Iraq must protect its systems from potential attacks or fraud. That's why the central bank has been partnering with international experts to ensure top-tier security protocols. Confidence and education will be key to success. One of the biggest wins here is transparency. Every digital transaction is recorded. That means no more invisible cash deals or hidden transfers. This system could drastically reduce corruption, one of Iraq's longest-standing economic issues. Government spending, taxes, and public salaries will all be traceable. That kind of accountability doesn't just improve governance, it boosts investor confidence and improves Iraq's international reputation. Over time, a transparent financial structure leads to more stable growth and a stronger currency, because the world trusts what it can see. It's important to note that Iraq isn't alone in this journey. Nearly all major economies are working on similar digital currencies. China's digital yuan is already in use. The European Central Bank is testing the digital euro. Even the U.S. Federal Reserve is studying a digital dollar. Iraq joining this movement shows that it's serious about modernization and integration with global systems. This could give Iraq a major advantage in regional trade as neighboring countries begin exploring similar technologies. Digital connectivity across borders will make commerce faster, safer, and cheaper for everyone involved. There's also a psychological factor. For years, investors viewed the Iraqi dinar with caution, seeing it as unstable or outdated. That perception is now shifting. The launch of a digital dinar backed directly by the central bank signals modernization and confidence. It shows that Iraq is not waiting for the world to change, it's changing itself. And when a nation demonstrates that level of control and progress, international respect follows. Investor confidence grows, and that confidence, in turn, strengthens the currency over time. In the months ahead, Iraq will begin rolling out pilot programs in key cities such as Baghdad, Basra, and Erbil. Selected banks, government departments, and payment providers will test real transactions in the digital system. Feedback from these trials will help the central bank fine-tune the platform for nationwide use. Once the system proves secure and efficient, expect gradual expansion to cover public salaries, retail businesses, and eventually, international trade. Within a year or two, Iraq could realistically become one of the Middle East's first economies operating primarily on a digital currency framework. For international investors and observers, this development is significant. A digital, transparent, and controlled financial system makes it much easier to do business in Iraq. It reduces risks, ensures compliance, and increases efficiency. These are exactly the conditions serious investors look for before committing to a market. So even though the digital dinar itself doesn't guarantee instant profit or revaluation, it's a clear sign of long-term strength and modernization, the kind of foundation that supports sustainable growth. Beyond finance, the digital rollout could spark wider economic diversification. Iraq has long depended on oil revenues, but this technology opens the door to digital industries, e-commerce, fintech, online services, and startups. When financial systems go digital, innovation tends to follow. Entrepreneurs gain easier access to payments, investors face fewer barriers, and young Iraqis can engage with the global economy without leaving their home cities. This is how digital economies are born, and Iraq is finally stepping into that space. The benefits also extend to government operations. Electronic payments for salaries, pensions, and social programs will reduce delays and eliminate many middlemen who often take a share. Public funds will move directly from the Treasury to citizens, recorded in transparent digital ledgers. That means less waste, fewer leaks, and more trust in public institutions. This shift can dramatically improve efficiency and governance while saving the country millions each year. Even with these advantages, the central bank and the government understand the transition must be handled with care. Some communities lack reliable internet access. Older citizens may need training. Businesses will have to update their systems. That's why the plan is gradual and inclusive. Education campaigns, secure platforms, and local support centers will ensure everyone can adapt. Once people see how easy and safe digital payments are, adoption will accelerate naturally, just as it has in every country that embraced digital banking. Step back and look at the big picture. This isn't just a banking change, it's a transformation of national identity. Iraq is signaling to the world that it's ready to leave behind outdated systems and take control of its financial destiny. From stabilizing the economy to connecting globally, every move over the past few years has led to this point. The launch of the digital dinar is Iraq's declaration that it's no longer a follower in global finance, it's an emerging player shaping its own future. So here's the bottom line. The digital dinar marks the beginning of a new chapter for Iraq, one built on transparency, security, and modernization. It's not just a tool for banks, it's a bridge to the future for millions of citizens. Whether you're in Iraq watching this transformation unfold or abroad following the dinar's global journey, this moment matters. The central bank has finally spoken, and its message is unmistakable. Iraq's financial future is digital, controlled, and confident. As we close today's report, remember this. Every major transformation starts quietly. The CBI's move may seem technical now, but years from today, people will look back and realize this was the turning point. The moment Iraq stepped forward and said, "We're ready." Thank you for watching Iraqi Dinar News. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The story of Iraq's economic rebirth is far from over, and we'll be here to follow every chapter. Stay curious, stay informed, and remember, the future of the dinar is digital, and that future starts now.